with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. The mother fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Yeah. She in Vegas, and Summer Lee with baller, she flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more than forever. And now she dog 'em out whenever. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't, but I think girls better than men, and I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
Cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today it's a Week 14 matchup, which should be a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
He's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm. 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, what's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Here we go. 58, let's hear that.
Fields. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bobby Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken to about the 16. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. but there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane. 15 carries, 60 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Achane. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Jermaine Johnson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be taken at the 13. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here it is. Lions. Cougar 19. Ready.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Cam Akers with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, They had to punt it away, this time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Will McDonald just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Tua. They set up the screen. Raychan has it. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. When you talk about this Jets defense, against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. Here's second and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Let's go. Ready.
Well, they'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 yards pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Will McDonald. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about his defense run off the field? How about the greeting they got from the their teammates on the sideline. They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Here we go, Scott. 3-19,
Here's Fields. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
3-19, guys. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. It's settling, and off he goes. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 14-0. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Miami set to take over. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Achane here. They stay on the ground. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll run and set up the reverse, but he'll keep it himself. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
6-yard line.
Here's Tua. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Jets will take over. The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to...
all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Folk for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And going deep for Hill. This is caught at the 20. Yeah, he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Tua going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Here we go. Hey,
Now Fields. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
11. Here we go, Smite. All right.
Straight ahead is Hall. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Will McDonald able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Dolphins, first down. A gain of 15. First down, Dolphins.
Hill going to go in motion right. On play action, here's Tua. Room to maneuver at the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 54 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Dolphins 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
You got what? Here we go. You good. Carlos. Hey, can, boys. Sit high.
Here's Fields. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A first catch there for Wilson and a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here we go. Sit high.
Paul want to get up the middle. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground. That last run going to move him over 200 yards rushing now in this game alone. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And a little spin cycle, room to run now. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Folk connects on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Jets' 10-yard line.
In motion, Hill. Achane gets it from the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go. Achane. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
First and goal, Miami.
Ready.
They'll run. Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 10-yard line.
Ready, team.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
All right, go. Ready.
A give, running right, Achane. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, this likely a must-have, third and goal.
Ready, team.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, Scott. 19 shots.
Ran it last time, now Fields to throw. And that is incomplete. coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, 10, here we go. 319, get up. Go.
To throw is Fields. He'll try and do this himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It's second down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now back to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. A run straight ahead with Achane. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Dolphins
In motion, Hill.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Running left, Achane. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brought down by Jermaine Johnson.
From the gun, it's Tua. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They'll set up a throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. In motion left, Hill. Tua on fourth down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First down. First and goal.
Back to the ground, Achane. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Got a man and he hits him in stride. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
A gain of 10 yards. It's now third down.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll try to do it himself. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was Tua Tagovailoa who called his own number and finished it off with the touchdown run. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And New York set to take the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Green 19, good night.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. I'm good. Green 19, good night. Good night.
Ball again. Dancing away at the 30. Down the left sideline. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, 37 yards. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Dolphins 14.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
22 yards. First down, Miami.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip. 2nd and 10. Now Tua. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Hall to start the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, son. Mayday, 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 mayday. Right.
They'll go again with Hall. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go, son. 58, what's your set? Set.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
10 yards. And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done.
Something takes a part of me. Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace.